Konnichimasu. Hello and good evening. Today is, I believe, January 5th, if I remember right. And so today we're going to go ahead and it's a basic class. We're going to focus a lot on body work and ukemi. So those are going to be the two main emphases for this evening. So hopefully you've got a yoga mat or something so that you can roll around at least somewhat comfortably on the ground. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead. We'll start standing and then get ourselves down to ukemi. So let's go ahead and start chin to shoulder, to the left, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, achi, ku, ju. Okay, up and down, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now ear to shoulder, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now we're going forward, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Backwards, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, right arm goes forward, left hand goes backwards, just working on coordinating. Right hand is forward, left hand is backwards. Okay, and stopping, left hand goes forward, right hand goes backwards. And to add the complexity, we'll chew gum at the same time next time. And stop. And across, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. And diagonals, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Twisting the waist, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Right hand up, stretching over to your left. Come up. Left hand up, stretching over to your right. Come up. Right hand up, stretch over to your left again. Up. Left hand up, stretching over to the right. Okay, go to your left side. Now reverse all the way around. Each. Reverse again, knee and reverse, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so little stretch haven't done it in a while. Take our right hand, coming over to the left side, our left foot. Come up, left hand to the right foot. Up, right hand to the left foot. And up, left hand to right foot. Okay, now both hands grabbing up on the shoulders and down towards the middle. Okay, now down onto your right side, left foot as flat as possible. Okay, switch it over to your left side, right foot as flat as possible. Okay, switching back over to the right side. Now you're up on your left heel. And switch again to your left side. Now you're on your right heel. Okay, come up into about a squat, hands on the knees, push with your right hand, look over your left shoulder. Switch it over, push with the left hand, look over the right shoulder. Push with the right, look over the left. Push with the left, looking over the right. Okay, bring those feet in, bend those knees. We're going to rotate them counterclockwise. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now clockwise. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, next, we're going to bend at the waist. As you bend at the waist, keep the legs as straight as possible, and just let your hands just kind of hang there. Okay, now, bend those knees, keep the spine nice and straight and solid. Bring those shoulders up, bring that head up, keep the feet flat on the ground. Straighten out the legs, bend at the waist. Again, just hanging there. Bend those knees. Shoulders up and back, head is up, feet are flat. Straighten out the legs, bend the waist. Last time, bending those knees, keep those shoulders up, keep that head up, keep that spine nice and straight and strong, and holding it there, and breathing, and coming up, without losing your balance, and down into seizai. Now we're going to go ahead and start stretching on the ground. Usually I start with takumatori. I'm actually going to hold off on that on the wrist exercises until I turn the camera around so we can get a few good points on that. So, put that left hand back, reach that right hand up, come down to that left elbow, and take that right hand and try to touch onto the left side of your body, or behind your left shoulder. And up. Right hand back, left hand is up. Now, come down to that right elbow. Take that left hand, and I can try to touch onto the right side of your body, or right side behind your shoulder. And up. Both hands back. If you do both hands, try to do both elbows. You do both elbows, try to lay all the way back. And come up. Right foot is out. Tuck your left foot in. Try to keep that left knee down. Reach that right hand out to that right foot. Now reach that left hand out to the right foot. Now bring that chest down into that right knee. And come up. Switch it over. Now your left foot is out, your right foot is in. Try to keep that right knee down. Reach that left hand out to that left foot. Now the right hand comes out to that left foot. Now bring that chest down to that left knee. And come up. Okay. Spread them nice and wide, or as comfortable as you can get. Both hands out to the right side. Up, both hands to the left side. And up. Now reach both hands to the middle as far out as you can. Again, just go towards a nice comfortable stretch for you. And come up. Okay. Bring those feet in. I'm going to shake them out a little bit. All right. So give me just a second. I'm going to flip the camera around so I can also use the mirror. And we're going to go ahead and start getting in. Let's go ahead and we'll start with the takubatori, the wrist exercises. So first one is ikkyo. So when you're doing ikkyo, you're going to be flexing here on your own wrist. All right. So as I have this here and here, I'm going to just bring this in to myself. Out and up and in, right in my center. Okay? So let's put this away for a second. Become more useful in ikkyo and sankyo. So either sitting in seiza, if your knees can handle it. If your knees can't handle that, that's fine. You can sit cross-legged in ansa. So from there, we're going to go ahead and do ikkyo takubatori. Right hand on the back of the left hand and bring it right up the center. So each, keep the elbows down, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now same thing with the right hand. Left hand goes on top. Keep those elbows down and flex the wrist. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Second one, nikyo. Get my partner once again. When we do nikyo, pinky is up, thumb comes on top. And when we do this, we want to have this Z shape, so not straight out, but a little Z, so it covers, and then it's going to come back to the nose. So you're going to flex the pinky back to the nose, okay? So it's here, you're going to flex it back, keeping the elbows down. So here, and flexing it down. I'm just going to put my partner here for right now so I don't have to walk so far together next time. So grabbing it, left pinky up, right thumb on top, and bring it back. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Same thing. Now right pinky up, left thumb on top, and bring it back. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Third one, sankyo, number 3. So usually when we'll do this, the way I like to do it is grabbing in and twisting out, because we'll be doing it this way when we got our partner. Objective is you want to grab on the tegatana or the pinky side, and for the stretch, you're going to stretch out. But if this was my partner, I would grab sankyo, have it up. Again, still grabbing on the pinky side and twisting it towards them. For the stretch, I grab pinky side here and then twist out. So try to get my other hand flat on the back and twist out. Okay, left hand. So right hand grabs on top, pinky side, grabs and stretch out. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Same thing, other hand and the right. And each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. The last one, kotagaeshi, wrist turn out. So this one, you want that hand flat on the back, okay? So we do kotagaeshi, wrist turn out. My hand should be flat here, so I'm grabbing these 3 fingers on the thumb side here to twist out. My hand is flat on the back so I can turn it out and reinforce with the other one. So when we do the stretch, we're here, we grab over, and we're twisting it out. Starting with the left, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, same thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, kind of shake those off a little bit. Just kind of loosen, make sure the wrist's nice and loose. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the ukemi. So we'll go ahead and get into the seated position. Left knee up, right knee down. I want to make sure we tuck the chin so we don't hit the back of our head. But right now, well, almost always for me, I like to keep my hands between my knees, hips, and shoulders. So my hands always stay here. You'll see some people where they roll that arm out. I like to keep it in front. That's just a me thing. So from here, we rock, and then change over to the other side. So now we have our right knee up, left knee down, hands stay here, and we do it again, okay? So let's go for 10 from here, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, if it's comfortable for you, get up on one knee. I'm going to do the same thing. As we're up on one knee, this one tucks in, down, and over, and coming back up. Okay? That back heel or back foot needs to turn in so that I can sit down and rock and get back up. Okay? So, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then please just stay here in the seated position. So, from here, and tuck, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so normally I would now come up to a standing portion, but we're going to take it back and get used to trying to go over. So in trying to go over, we're going to get a little bit of an ab workout in. So again, someone said something about New Year's resolutions earlier. So as we're here, we're going to come up and then kick the legs or the body up. So we're trying to get a little bit higher on the shoulders. So we're here, kick up, and then rock it back down, okay? So, again, don't, see if I can do one without hurting myself. Don't come back and let your head hit, come up to here, shoulders, and then kick the hips up, okay? So, here we go, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so now that we know where our shoulders are, we're going to go to a half roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my right side and then switch over. I'm going to come over to my right side and then switch over. So I'm going to try to have whatever side's in front. So here, starting with my left side, have those toes touch and then come back over. So, as I'm here, I got my right side up. Hands come over. Bam, my right toes touch. Then I rock back. Here, toes touch, and rock back. So, let's go ahead and start with, I'm going to start with my left side. So we're here, and each, and roll back. Knee, and roll back. Sun, roll back. Shi, roll back. Go, roll back. Hai, ku, that's right. Roll. Chi, hachi, ku. And last, ju. And back. Okay. So, we can do all that. Now, the easy part is everything's tucked. Boom. We roll over, we come up. Now, from here, I'm just going to look the other way and roll and kaiten or pivot. So I do left and right each time. For these, they're all from the seated position. If you feel it more comfortable, you can start from a knee up position, and then here, boom, and there, boom. But for me personally, I would start from a completely seated position. Have my seated, but with one knee in front, just so it makes life a little bit easier. And going over each. Now change, knee, change, sun, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so that took care of the back roll or shiru ukemi. We'll go ahead and do the teddy bear roll or the mai yoku ukemi. So I start over here with my legs spread apart. I like to go to my right side first, so I go down completely to my right side. I let my left side come over. Right side goes down. I'm now facing 180 degrees. If I reverse it, I go left side down, bring the right side over, let the left side fall, boom. I should be right where I started. So, go down to the right, bring the left over, let that right foot fall. Reverse it, down to the left side, right side over, left side down. And down to the right, left, right, reverse it, left, bring the right over, back to the left, moving a little bit, and down to the right, bring the left over, right side down, reverse, left side down, right side over, left side down, one more set, down to the right, bring the left over, right down, the last one, down to the left, bring the right side over, left side down, boom. Okay, so we have one more exercise for the ground, and then we'll go ahead and stand up. So for the forward roll, or the mai ukemi, again, unless you have a nice space, it's hard to get the full roll in there. So what we'll do is we will just get to the practice on getting that rounded shape. So I got my right side slightly going forward. I bring my hands down, right side in front. I have my right hand go through this hole I make with my left hand and left knee. Let my right shoulder come through. Tucking my chin, extending my left foot, and then just easing the weight over to my right shoulder. And then, if I want to do to the other side, I have my left side slightly forward. Make those, put the hands out, bring that left hand all the way through, have that left shoulder come in contact, and gently bring the weight forward into the shoulder. That way we, when we go to roll, we go and we roll across that forward shoulder to that back hip. It's the exact opposite of the back roll, which is rolling from the back hip to the front shoulder. So, here we go. I like to start with my right side in front. So, right side in front, we bring that right hand through, kick that left leg, get that weight going. One each. Changing over to the left. Left side down, left go through, that weight over, knee. And change it over, sun. Change hand over, she. Change hand, go. Change, rope, change, shichi, change, hachi, change, ku. Last one, change, ju. All right, so that's everything for stuff we're gonna do on the ground. Now getting up, swinging up exercise or menuchi ikkyo. So we're here, swinging up, hands come above the head, not below the head, up and through. Feet stay grounded and planted, so we come up and then back down. And try to move forward with the weight as you go. So actually, I'll go ahead and do this from a 90-degree perspective. Hopefully I do it right. I keep my feet planted. I don't come up or rock back. So here, each, knee, sun, shi, go, rope, chichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, changing over. Now right side forward or migi-hami, same thing. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now with a pivot or kaiten. So when we do that, we swing up, down, we pivot around our spine, up, down, and pivot back. Okay? So each pivot, knee, sun, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. That also takes care of the first body work or pivoting or kaiten. Hands always stay in front. Next one, tenkan. Left foot is here, facing this way. I pivot, draw the foot back. Left foot is still in front, facing 180. I pivot, draw back. Okay? So I'm actually going to do this one facing the way the camera's facing. I'll do 10 this way. We'll do 10 to the left, and then we'll do 10 to the right. And pivot, draw that right foot back. Each. Pivot, draw that right foot back. Knee. Pivot, draw back. Sun. Pivot, draw back. Shi. Pivot, draw back. Go. Now, rope. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay. Switching over. Right or migi-hami. Same thing. Pivot, draw that left foot back, each. Pivot, draw that left foot back, knee. Pivot, draw that foot back, san. Pivot, draw that foot back, shi. Pivot, draw back, go. Now, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay? Next, irimi tenkan, or stepping and turning. Have my left foot forward this way. I step with my right foot, which is my back foot. Pivot. Draw the left foot back. Now I've got my right foot forward, right hand forward, facing the opposite way. I do it again. I step with the left foot. Pivot. Draw the right foot back. Boom. I've now got my left hand, left foot facing the way I started. So I'm going to do this one starting towards the camera. So I'm here, left and hit that hami. Step with the right foot, pivot, draw the left foot back, each. Step with the left, pivot, draw the right back, knee. Step with the right, pivot, draw the left back, san. Step with the left, pivot, draw the right back, shi. Step with the right, pivot, draw the left foot back, go. Now, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Now we'll do that with ikkyo arms. So those hands going up. So we step and raise, pivot, bring our hands down. Okay? Step and raise straight up, pivot, hands come straight down. So all we're doing is that menuchi ikkyo undo exercise, this. We're just doing it as we step and move forward. The hand should just go straight up and down. They don't need to go sideways. They look like they're going sideways because you're moving your shoulders and your hips. Okay? So, we step, raise, pivot, hands down, each. Step, raise, pivot, hands down, knee. Step, raise, pivot, hands down, san. Step, raise, hands down, shi. Step, raise, pivot, hands down, go. Now rope. Shichi, hachi, ku, ju. All right. Last one we're going to cover for tonight is irimi, tenkan, kaiten. Stepping, turning, and pivoting. Okay? So as I'm here, so I'll do it this way. Perfect. As I'm here, left, we hit that hami. I'm going to step, pivot, draw the foot back. That's my irimi tenkan. Now I kaiten, pivot back. And I'm going to end up back with my left foot in front, facing the way I started. Okay? So once again, I'll actually do it facing the camera. So here I am, left, and hit hami, left foot, left hand in front. I step, pivot, draw left foot back. That's a irimi tenkan. Now from here, if I kaiten, I pivot back, left foot's back in front, facing the way I started. Okay, so let's try to do that together. So I've got here, I got my left foot forward. I step, irimi, tenkan, so I've got my right foot forward, facing the way the camera's facing. Now as I kaiten or pivot back, left foot's facing back towards the camera. If I kaiten again, now I've switched. Now I've got my right foot forward, facing the opposite direction. I step, irimi, tenkan, and as I kaiten, I'm here back with my right foot in front, facing the way I started. Kaiten back, boom, I'm back here with my left foot facing forward. So we step, pivot, we draw the foot back, that's a irimi tenkan. We pivot one more time, or kaiten, boom, right back where I started. We kaiten or pivot again. I step with my left foot, pivot, draw my right foot back, that's irimi tenkan. If I pivot again or kaiten again, boom, I'm back there. Pivot back. Here, we step, pivot, draw the foot back, pivot again, boom, irimi tenkan, kaiten. Pivot again, or kaiten, that's the other way, right foot in front, we step, pivot, draw the foot back, pivot again. Two more, so left hidari, I'm facing the camera, I step, pivot, draw the foot back, pivot one more time, irimi tenkan, kaiten. Last pivot, just to change feet, right hand, right foot in front, I step with my left foot, pivot, draw that right foot back. Now as I pivot one more time, or kaiten, boom, I'm right back where I started. We'll get to the reason we did that here in a second. It's in a lot of our basic techniques, in a lot of our ikkyo, nikkyo, sankyo, yankyo, udas. So, last but not least, let's go ahead and do happo uno, or 8 direction. So we're here, left or hidari hami. I'm going to slide forward, raise up, kaiten or pivot, slide and raise. I take my left foot, I step to my left, up and down. I pivot or kaiten, slide, up and down. I take my left foot, I step at 45 degrees, up, down. I pivot or kaiten, slide, up and down. Take my left foot, step 45 degrees, up, down, kaiten or pivot, slide, up, down. And then if I were to come back to the center, I should end up with my left foot facing back into the camera. I'm going to change perspective and be facing the way the camera's facing. So here I am, left or hidari hami. I slide forward, up and down, pivot, slide towards camera, up and down. Left foot steps to my left side, up and down. I pivot, slide, up and down. Left foot steps 45 degrees, up and down. Pivot or kaiten, up and down. Left foot again, steps 45, up and down. Pivot, up, down, and then back to the front. Should end up back with that left foot in front. Let's do it one more time from this perspective. We're here, left hidari hami. Swing, slide, swing, up and down. Pivot, slide, up and down. Step with your left foot to your left side, up and down. Pivot, 180, up and down. Step with that left foot, 45 degrees, up and down. Pivot, up and down. Step with that left foot, 45 degrees, up and down. Pivot, pivot, up and down, and then back to the front. Okay, so not to confuse anybody, but that was left or hidari hami. Now we're going to do the same thing, right or miki hami. Only difference is I just changed my foot in front. The pattern stays the same. Okay, so as I'm facing the camera, I got my right foot forward, I slide to the camera, up and down. I pivot, slide up and down. Now I step with my right foot to my right, up and down. Pivot, slide, up and down. I step with my right foot 45 degrees, up and down. Pivot, swing, up and down. Okay, step with my right foot, up and down. Pivot, swing, up and down. And then back to the front. I should end up with my right foot facing the way I started. Let me change again, camera perspective. So I'm facing the way the camera's facing. I've got my right foot in front here. Slide forward, up and down. Pivot, slide, up and down, stepping with the right foot towards your right side, up and down, pivot, slide, up and down, step with that right foot, 45 degrees, up and down, pivot, slide, up and down, step with that right foot out, 45 degrees, up and down, pivot, slide, up and down, and then back to the front. Should have ended up with your right foot in front. Last one, you're here, we slide, up and down, we pivot, slide up and down, take that right foot, step towards your right side, up and down, pivot, slide, up and down, take that right foot, step 45 degrees, up and down, pivot, slide, up and down, take that right foot, step 45 degrees, up and down, pivot, slide, up and down, and then back to the front. All right. So that was our happo undo, just for the swinging up exercise, or menuchi ikkyo undo. I believe you need to know that to go for your 6Q certificate. So make sure I wanted to cover that. So now that we have a little bit of time, let's get into a little bit of technique, but it's mostly body work exercise. So shomenuchi ikkyo. So front head strike coming in. Cobra proof partner, hitting me in the head for some odd reason. They step forward and strike. We raise up, off the line, cutting up, and then whoa, cut down. At this point, as we cut down, I like to make sure we move into our partner. Then we're going to slide away from our partner. I like to have this inside knee come down. I want the shoulder, the arms as straight up and down as possible. Have the other hand come down and hit. So back to the camera so you can see that last little part. So they come in here, swing, menuchi ikkyo undo, cut down, step towards my partner. Whoop. Need to move that back away a little bit. As I come down, my inside knee, I like to have that one come down in first, have the arm as straight up and down as possible, and then bring the other arm down. As I bring it down, trying to keep myself centered, bringing this down. It's best if the hand isn't back here, but as far as your partner can go with it, as almost like a nice stretch, okay? If you're trying to be a little too nice to your partner and have it way back here, they have plenty of mobility. You want to have it as far forward as possible, so you pin that shoulder into the ground. Okay? Thank you, Kobe, group partner. So we'll do it in sets of 8. That way we hit all 4 directions. So here I am, left hidari hami. Shomen is coming in. I slide up off the line, cut down. Right foot steps towards my partner. Left foot steps away. Right knee comes down. Left knee comes down. And then if you can by bringing your hands slowly down to the ground, and then up and away from your partner. Okay, so now right or knee on me. Shomen comes in, we slide, menuchi ikkyo undo, cut up, cut down. Left foot steps towards my partner, right foot steps away. Left knee comes down, I want the arm as straight up and down as possible. And then my right knee comes down to pin. Okay, I'm changing perspective. Now I'm going to be facing it the way the camera's facing. So I'm here, left or hidari hami. Shomen comes in, slide up off the line, cut up, cut down. Right foot steps towards my partner, left foot steps away. My right knee comes down, left knee comes down, bringing the hand down to pin. And here I am, right? Miki Hami. Shomen comes in. Swing, menuchi, ikkyo. Cut up, cut down. Left foot towards my partner. Right foot away. Left knee comes down. Bring that right knee down. Hands come down to pin. Slowly. And up. Okay. Actually, I'll do this one first. So here I am. Left and get that behind me. Shoulder comes in. Swing. Up and down. Right foot towards my partner. Left foot away. Right knee comes down. Now bring my left knee down and pin. Yep. Okay, right Miki Hami. Shoulder comes in, swing up, swing down. Left foot steps towards my partner, right foot steps away. Left knee comes down, right knee comes down, and pin. All right, last two. Left or hidari hami. Shomen comes in, swing, cut up, cut down. Right foot steps towards my partner, left foot steps away. Right knee comes down, left knee comes down, and pin. Yep. Okay, last one. Right or miki hami. Shomen comes in, swing, up and down, menuchi, ikkyo. Left foot steps toward my partner. Right foot steps away. Left knee comes down. Right knee comes down. And hands come down to pin. Okay, for the ukemi, pretty simple, relatively speaking. From here, I strike shomen. They're going to be taking it off the line. As they take it off the line here, they're going to cut down. As they cut down, I want to have that hand come all the way down to signify that I'm providing line for balance. I still want to look at my partner. They're going to step towards me, knocking me off balance. Then as they step away from me, my hand's going to come down, shoulder in to pin. Okay? So this we're only going to do 4 times. Pardon, we'll do it 6. So we'll do 2 facing the camera, 2 facing away, and then 1 on each of the 90s. So if my partner's here left or hidari hami, I'm right or miki hami, striking shomen with my left hand. Side step strike shomen, they get off the line, they cut down. As they cut down, hands come down, my wrist should be higher than my elbow, higher than my shoulder. Now from here, my partner steps into me, knocking me off balance, and then as they step away from me, shoulder comes into the ground, and pin. Okay. Partner is right or miki hami. I'm left or hidari, striking with my right hand. So I step strike shomen, they get off the line, they're over here. Now from here, they cut down. As they cut down, my wrist is higher than my elbow, higher than my shoulder. They step in towards me, knocking me off balance. They step away from me, bringing my shoulder into the ground and pin. Partners here left or hidari. I'm here right or miki, now I'm facing the camera. Strike it with my left hand. I step strike shomen. They're going to bring it off the line. From here, they cut down. As they cut down, wrist is higher than the elbow, higher than the shoulder. They step in towards me, knocking me off balance. Then they step away, putting my shoulder into the ground and hit. Partners right or miki hami. Left or hidari, striking with my right hand. I strike shomen, take it off the line. From here, they cut down. They step in towards me. Now they step away, bringing my shoulder into the mat, or into the ground, and down. Okay, now on the 90s, partners here, right, or, sorry. Partners here, left, or Hidari Hami. Right or migi, strike with my left hand. So they strike shomen, coming off here. Now they're taking off the line, they cut down. As they cut down, wrist higher than the elbow, higher than the shoulder. They step in towards me, knocking me off balance, and then they step away from me, bringing my shoulder into the ground, and back. Okay, last one. Right, my partner's right or behind me. Left or hidari. Strike with my right hand. I step strike. Shomen. They take it off the line. They cut down. Wrist is higher than the elbow, higher than the shoulder. They step in towards me, knocking me off balance. Then they step away, bringing my shoulder into the ground and tap. Okay. So that was shomenuchi, ikkyo, omote to the front of the body. Now we'll do ura, or behind. So in that one, we're going to be using irimi, tenkan, kaiten. So as that strike comes in, over here we step, pivot, draw the foot back as the hands comes with us, kaiten back, and then the knees come down to pin. Now when we do this one, we got to think about making it into a spiral, because you want to have our partner spiral into the ground. So as it comes in here, we come around. As we come down, we don't want to have it just go horizontal. We want to have them coming into the ground, drilling them down. That way we can pin. Okay? Thank you, partner. So here we are, left, we do that on me. Shomen comes in. We step. Irimi. Tenkan. Kaiten. Right knee goes down, left knee goes down, hands come down to pin. And up. Okay. Right or knee behind me. Shomen comes in. We step to the outside. We pivot, draw that foot back. We pivot or kaiten again. Now from here, left knee goes down, right knee goes down, and pin. Okay? Facing into the camera. The left or hidari hami. Shomen comes in, we step. Pivot, bring that left foot back. Pivot again. That's our irimi tenkan kaiten. Right knee goes down, left knee goes down, and pin. Okay? Right or hami. Here. Shomen comes in, we step, pivot, draw that right foot back, pivot again, left knee comes down, right knee joins it, hands down to pin. Okay? Left or hidari hami, we're here, shomen comes in, we step, pivot, draw that foot back, pivot again. Right knee down, left knee down, hands down to pin. And up. Right or migi hami, shomen comes in. We step, pivot, bring that right foot back. We pivot again. Left knee comes down, right knee comes down, hands come down to pin. Okay, last two. So here we are, left or hidari hami. Shomen comes in, we step, we pivot, foot comes back, we pivot again. Right knee comes down, left knee comes down, hands down to pin. Okay, last one. Right or migi hami. Shomen comes in, we shift. Irimi, tenkan, kaiten. Left knee comes down, right knee comes down, hands come down to pin. Okay. So for the ukemi, I do it the way the camera's facing. As I'm here, I go to strike shomen. Now my partner's going to be on my outside. Now you're going to have the hand come around. As it comes around, it's going to come to my outside. So I'm going to have to turn that corner. As I turn that corner, my partner's spiraling me down into the ground. Okay? Partner's left to hidari on me. Right irimi, strike with my left hand. So I step strike shomen. My partner gets to my outside. Irimi. They start to do the tenkan. As they pivot, my hand comes out to my left side. It keeps going. My left foot turns that corner. I keep coming down. Keep corkscrewing down. And shoulder into the ground. And hit. Partner is right irimi on me. Left hidari, striking with my right hand. Here, I step strike shomen. They come to the outside, they do that irimi. As they do that tenkan, I'm coming around the corner. They pivot, coming around, and around, down, shoulder into the ground, and hit. Partner is left hidari on me. Right irimi, striking with my left hand. I step to strike shomen. My partner's coming to my outside. They bring the hand into their center. As they bring it, they're going to turn and return. My left foot comes around the corner. They're spiraling down and hit. Okay, partner's right irimi on me. Left to hidari. Strike with my right hand. I step strike shomen. Partner's on my outside. Hand is up. Hand comes to the outside of my right. From here, as I turn, my right foot comes around the corner, coming around, coming down, and hit. Okay, last two. Partner's left or hidari on me. Right irimi, so from here, I strike shomen. Partner steps to the outside. Hands coming out to my left. They pivot. I bring myself around from here. Corkscrewing down and in. Okay, last one. Partner right irimi on me. Left to hidari. I strike. Shomen. Partner to the outside. Comes around. As it comes around, I corkscrewing down. Feet comes around the side. And down. And hit. And the chiming of the bells says that that's our class for this evening.
Thank you, Sim.
Okay, thank you all very much for joining this evening. So, for this week and next week, we're going to concentrate really on basics and body movement. And then hopefully we'll hear from the governor soon about an update to hopefully the situations. So with that being said, everyone stay safe, have a good night. If you have any requests or questions, please ask either during class or afterwards, send us an email or put a note into our Facebook page. So have a good night.